What's going on? Hope you're having a good day. Um, I guess I'm just gonna start making videos. I made one yesterday about being, you know, about this idea of perfection, you know, and what I said. It's just impossible. It's possible to be perfect. Um, but I did notice in that video, like right here, it was kind of like a little rough. So I decided just to shave it off a little bit. Clean it up a little bit, make me feel a little better. Um, Anyways, I don't really know what want to make this video about, but I think I want to talk about like perspective, like how important the way you see things is. Um, I've been feeling really lonely lately. I can't lie. I've been feeling very lonely. At this job, right? I'm working pretty long hours. Sometimes I work 12, sometimes I work whatever. Just how I'm feeling. But I've been putting a lot of hours, and obviously I'm getting paid pretty good. But the thing is with this job is like it gets pretty lonely, man. I mean, in my shop while I'm working in, there's an older gentleman there. He's about 60 years old. He's pretty cool. It's it's just not a lot of people. And a lot of people who work in there, they're old cats. I'm the youngest person there, and it's pretty cool. Honestly, like I like it. It's just compared to the other place I worked, which I used to push carts at a store, right? And when you're working at a store, there's just lots of stimulation. You're seeing a lot of people. Obviously, there's a lot of feminine energy, around. Usually your managers, women. You go talk to a cute girl your age, at the store. There's, you know, I don't know, like walk around the parking lot. You're on Baywatch. You know what I mean? But over here, it's like, and they know you ain't see no eye candy here. You know what I mean? But I was thinking about it. I was like, man, like it's lonely out here. And I haven't really been talking to many people. I've been staying by my lonely. But I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, man, I was all in my head about it, and I was like, man, it's actually a blessing. It's a blessing to have this. Like I'm able to sit in my car, make this video real quick, and like having this job and having all this downtime just to think, is actually just such a blessing. It's such a blessing because it's just forcing me to be more creative. It's like, you know, how can I get inspired, by just looking at scrap metal and trailers and diesel trucks all day, you know? But honestly, I've been writing in my journal a lot more, just writing lyrics and just poems and shit. But I realized like the ideas are just sometimes they just hit me, they just flow. And I was thinking today too, like, man, it's been really slow. There's really not much to do, so I was looking through like the scrap bucket, and I was like trying to think, I'm like, damn, like I've already made one table. It was pretty shitty, but I'm just like so in my head about it. I'm just like, oh, I just want to make something. Like I want to make another table. Why don't I just do it? Why am I so in my head about it? You know? I don't know, man. I don't got a script for this. I'm just talking out my ass. But I'm just, I was just thinking, like I could see it as, oh damn, it's lonely here. I could be sad about it, but really, this is what I need. I need to be alone. Just it depends. Sometimes it's good to, just good to just think. It's good to just that. I think what helps is that I have other stuff going on, other dreams that I want to accomplish, and so it makes it a little bit easier. So even though that it is lonely out here, I don't really talk to many people. right now with women at least. Like I'm chilling off that. I'm not really messing with nobody right now. But I know that I have other things to look forward to, and that's instruments. Actually, I still have my fucking my my drums in here in my car because I went to go pick it up from my friend's house last night, and I just didn't take it out of my car because I'm fucking lazy. But I recently got this acoustic guitar, and that has been bringing me a lot of joy. But I'm just like, man, like at least I have some hobbies to balance it all out. Like I just don't know how you can work in somewhere like a mechanic shop or just you know and just work. Um, just work, hang out with a girlfriend. And it's a it's good to have a simple life. It's honestly good, but I can't I can't do that. I need something else, man. I need something else to bring me some joy. So that's honestly why I love playing drums, because it brings like my spirit out. I feel like it speaks for me. Whatever anger or whatever, it just speaks for me, and I feel that way with guitar as well. Like it's just an instrument. They can really speak for you. And if you don't have that outlet, I just don't know. I just don't know. Like I personally could. But I'm grateful that I do have you know this outlet, and now that I have so much downtime, I have time to think about like, oh, maybe I should just go around town. Like maybe I should go downtown. Like I need to start doing shows. Start hitting up the bars in my town. You know, just start making shit happen. And this is like, it's all in my head. It's all in my head. That at any point I can't do it. Everything that's up here, I think, can exist outside of, anything that's up here, it can exist out there. That's how I see it. And I believe it. I believe whatever it is I'm going to do, whatever I have in my head, whatever I envision myself, that what I want to be, I believe it. And I think believing is just the hardest part, because there's always a little goblin in the back of your head, like the green goblin, telling you that you can't, that it's not realistic. You already know, but at the end of the day, it's not real. It's not real. I don't know. I have a vision of what I want to be, what I want to do. And as long as I stay focused on that, whatever I do, whatever job I have, it doesn't matter. I have no attachment. Every job I've ever had, I've walked off of it. I just walked off, like the fucking, just clocked in the lunch and never came back. You know? I feel like, you know, at least if you've been working, if you're a working person, you've at least walked off of one job. But if you haven't, man, it's I feel like it's like a necessary experience. Like just, that's like finding your own power right there. Finding your own power and just saying fuck everything. With this job, I probably won't walk off it. You know, I like this job. I respect it. I respect the people in here. I'm not as much as a fucking punk anymore. Do that shit. But I don't know, man. I'm just making these videos just to talk to myself. Try to get whatever's in here out here. I was really on this like self-improvement kick for like already, it's been like 2 years already since I've been on this like, started watching this like self-improvement videos. But I'm like, no matter what anyone tells you or what I hear, whatever information, it doesn't matter. that it's what applies to them. Like I need to do it and get my own thoughts out here so I could get whatever I'm thinking up here out there, you know? Put my own shit out there. And if people want to tune in, they can tune in. But I think I'm just gonna start making these videos so I can just watch them back and see how I'm changing, you know? Because I feel like we can forget, you know, how much time passes and how much, you know, how much a year does to someone, you know? I mean, 2 years, you know? I'm thinking like me 2 years ago, like, man, like, I'm just so different. Actually, I'm not. I'm still, actually, okay, I'm still the same motherfucker. I'm always, you know, at the end of the day, I'm always still the same motherfucker, but, you know, yeah, I have really nothing else to say. I just wanna spitball, you know. But anyways, I hope y'all having a good day. Peace out.